everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mario. Now you have a face to the very nice Viennese accent, and today's a very special day. 4 of our guys will go to Malmö, to the Swedish Wind, and I'm currently here at the nice blue Danube, waiting for my train to go to the airport. And let's see how the weekend will go. So I arrived at the airport. The other guys are just outside of the airport, I guess. They will join me in a couple of minutes. And for all the geography aficionados, I know we're going to Malmö, and I showed you Copenhagen. That's because we take the plane to Copenhagen, and afterwards we will go by train to Malmö, which is apparently just half an hour away. The 4 of us that will go is Erich, Stefan, JJ, and myself. All 3 were parts of the WTC team last year, and I'm the kind of odd one out, so I will be made fun of most probably the whole weekend. But yeah, let's see how everything else will go. Maybe some infos about the lists we're playing. Stefan is going to come with an X-Men roster. As far as I'm informed, it's X-Men with Storm and Xavier. He will show everybody that Xavier is valid. Erich will come with Asgard. Pretty standard Thor list, I would say, to bash some heads. And JJ is going to come with a Kingpin, Doc Ock, Spider-Force Criminals roster. And I, of course, have to field Convocation, which is kind of my thing in the last couple of months. We're quite confident. We will have a good time. The results are not so important. So yeah, we will enjoy. Finally, the crew is together.
AGP, I will you.
Okay, I cannot cut that out. But this is Erich.
Norbert also.
He's almost 60 years old, and you know why he looks so good? He has everyday models for breakfast. We're coming further. Whoa, Mr. Stefan. Stefan, Lunatic Machine. And here we have JJ, aka Joachim. So, now we are going to the plane, and we will board in the direction Copenhagen. Bye bye.
At any time, you are required to have your seatbelt fastened whenever seated.
And we have to wait for the baggage claim because JJ needs his beauty case. Very nice. And welcome to Malmö. And here is the Moore Hotel. Here we go. Of course I forgot to make a video from inside, but now we're going back to the hotel. We met Huggy, we met Kolar, we met Norbert and some other nice dudes. And yeah, tomorrow first game. Let's see how it's going to go. And by the way, it's currently 11 p.m. and we can see light there still. It's amazing. Cool country. So this is going to be the red light district, as it seems. Good morning. All the nice tables.
One rate quickly. Yeah. On the hydro table, all the official terrain is marked.
First game, convocation against Mr. Gill. First round is
Gonna go here.
going on. So, first game of the tournament here in Malmö done. My opponent was Gil. Hi, Gil.
Hello.
We had a pretty peaceful game, I have to say.
Yeah, only the drones got KO'd.
Yes, so we played Convocation against Hellfire. We had Hellfire with Bucky, Iron Man, and Ultron on Extremis and Hammers.
Yeah.
It was.
So double Ds.
Yeah, and I had Strange, Voodoo, Wong, Toad, Rhino, and it was really peaceful. There was not much happening. Whenever Gil attacked, he did not have any luck, and Mr. Strange just destroyed Ultron streams by reverse piercing everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great game. What did you think about it?
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked some more hits, more than 3 once on my attack dice, but you know that's game. I think I did a couple of mistakes. Bucky should have taken a hammer in turn 1 instead of Emma, because Emma's going to stay back on my D. So Bucky could have chased you down, done some more damage before you put the Iron Rod books up. And when I moved you in, I blew up the wrong piece of terrain, so you still had cover when you bumped, and I lost cover from Bucky. I should have done the other way around.
Yeah, the other terrain piece,
Yeah,
right?
I should have done your terrain
Mm.
piece on your side instead of my side. I could, then that way you wouldn't have cover for the follow-up attack from Ultron. So that was
but these nuances,
Yeah.
I think I screwed up my whole deployment, and unfortunately Gil saw it too late when he activated Invincible Iron Man. I screwed up the deployment, and I could not reach one point, which would put me into a lot of pressure, because you would go up 5-3, and then I would have to chase with my 2 steals with Voodoo and Rhino.
and
Which
wait.
was always the plan, to at some point take the things away from you.
Yeah, but
but it would make it much more difficult.
Yeah, so because one of them I would have had it on Ultron, and then he just runs and waits for you, and you come into my 2 attack, my displacement, Bucky having enough power to both hit hard and blow things up. And my trick, one of the things with Bucky is I wanted to have Emma hit you, move you, then blow things up so you couldn't brace.
You did it once, right?
Not in Emma's turn. That was
Ultron. I think.
Yeah,
you
Ultron
him.
moved. Well,
Yes.
Ultron moved and did it, and you choose not to brace. You were saving it for later.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to have Emma hit something, move it.
Yeah, I could bump into sacrifice range, and then you could have thrown with Ultron if you do some damage.
Yeah.
But then I would have had brace. That's why I decided not to brace that
Yeah,
one, because
exactly.
it was Strange was on 5 hit points still, so there was no danger of him getting dazed.
No. So you had to wait for that with the sacrifice. That's why I want to do some of these things. Do an Emma's turn. So, and I should have had the hammer on Bucky, because that way I can trigger the leadership every turn. So actually, basically, if I've done the things correct in turn 1, Ultron would have a hammer. I don't care. You move me off the point. I can trigger the leadership. He has a hammer. Bucky would have a hammer. So both of them could run free, which is what I should do on double Ds. Ultron and Bucky should have hammers to run free.
Yeah.
Emma can stand on the back point and just
And
scoring
just
it.
be annoying.
Yeah.
And
And then, because you couldn't get to the other one, and then Iron Man could just stand there and wait for you to come, and then he would have enough power to shoot and push you, and then do the $1 billion punch and throw you off, hopefully.
yeah, but he was sad. Like so many were sad on your side, unfortunately. Next time it goes the other way around.
Yeah.
Gil, thank you very much. It was a great game.
It was.
And,
Now I hope you win the tournament, so you give me the...
Let's see. Okay, the second game will start in a couple of minutes, I think. We are looking at the leaderboard, round 1. Yeah, I'm making a video for the vlog, so say hi, Norbert. And very interesting game, and Convocation is not in a good state. Let's see. Game 2 is done, and my opponent was the famous Dr. Norbert. We had a blast of a game, right?
Yeah, it was a nail biter, and there was no downtime. It was intensity from the start to the finish, I thought.
Yeah, we were the last ones. We finished last. We had to take our time because every decision mattered. Everybody of us took, I think, always the right decision. It was like a game on a really high level, and unfortunately we couldn't record it. It was a convocation against X-Men. We
Storm X-Men.
Storm X-Men on Meteors and Skrulls.
Yep.
You had Storm, Nightcrawler, Magic, Ultron, and Domino and Bullseye
Yes.
against my Jim Gradwell, Sexy Strange, Voodoo, Wong, Mordo, Rhino, and Toad.
Yeah. So 20 points.
Yeah, and you took the lead in the beginning, but that was kind of planned for me to keep back and then fight back at some point.
Right, because I had priority, so I was able to get the middle safely.
But the thing is, also the other guy is playing, so even though you have the perfect plan, the other guy is also playing, and as it turned out, we were on the same level, I think, the whole game, and it went to overtime, I think. Seventh round, and it ended 22 to 21.
Yeah.
Insane.
It's crazy.
And
so good.
I officially entered the beer bracket now. I can drink. Norbert, you have to...
Still off of it. I got one more game to still... Well, we'll see.
Yeah, 2 more games.
2 more games to go, yeah.
What do you think were the decisive factors? It's difficult, I think.
Well, I can tell you what was struggle for me was you had managed to steal some of the extracts from me by dazing my people quite early and ran them away. So Toad naturally had one, Rhino had one, Voodoo had one. It was bad times on the extracts, and you had them all in the backfield where I couldn't really get to them. And you had Sexy Strange constantly teleporting Ultron out to Africa. So it was a real problem for me that I had there because of that.
Yeah, since I play Ultron also quite a bit, I know how dangerous he can be when he's really in the middle. And he also has this for energy defense that's
perfect
really hindering me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so close that even though those are the games that even if you lose, you win because it was a great experience.
It was really tough, but I really enjoyed it. As frustrating as some of the parts were, it was like some struggle. Sometimes it's like, why? Like Magic.
Magic doing nothing against Rhino. I think like 2 damage or so, giving him 4 power in the process, so he can do all his shit. And yeah. Was a great game. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
thanks.
Real lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
And let's see. There is a chance to go in the winner's bracket with 1 loss, but now I have to play really good, and that's very often the problem.
That's fine. You always play well. So
see you soon.
Bye.
Currently 3rd game, Sword and Hammers. Convocation is quite in a good shape so far. So, 3rd game done. I know I realize I'm getting old because I'm very tired already, and we still have 1 game to go. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm a bit tired. Like the room isn't optimal for wargaming, so I'm a bit more tired than usual. But I'm feeling fine. I'm ready for a new game.
So Martin, what do you say about the convocation? How do you like them?
It was interesting playing them against the first time. Like for me, the 1-inch place was very annoying, especially against my army. Like choosing Domino was such a huge mistake because I could never get up the rapid fire hammers, which was what I was going for.
Well, the rapid fire you can, but you did not trigger it too much.
But can I? But don't you get to move between the rapid fires?
In between, not afterwards. Yeah?
Oh, I didn't go for it because I was scared of it.
Okay. Yeah. That is, I didn't realize.
Because then I would probably go for with the hammer, go for the guy instead of Ultron.
Yeah, I have fallback for that, and then I can cancel it out. But this was the game basically. Martin is very, very poor because he did not know all the tricks that I have in my pocket, and starting fallback, sacrifice, bumps, etc., etc. And when you see it for the first time, it's just very difficult to play. We played Cyclops X-Men against Convocation. You had Cyclops, Ultron, Domino,
X23 and
and
Beast.
Beast, and I had Sexy Strange, Mordo, Toad, Taskmaster, Wong, and Lizard. My plan was to have five models who just walk around and try to flip the switches, and Strange teleporting, maybe picking up a hammer or two. And as it turned out, I could just stay back and just wait for you to come. But it's a sword is a win more scenario. So in the moment where I had 3 sword bases, I could push the Ultron into no man's land, and he had no means to come back. So yeah, was a rough game, but thanks anyway. You know, a great opponent.
Yeah.
Good. We have another game, unfortunately. I'm too old for this shit, so let's see. Torbjörn, we're playing for the top cut. So your filthy webheads against my noble wizards. So let's see what comes out. We will come back with the capture afterwards. So 4th game of the day done. I'm also done because I'm fucking tired. And my opponent was Torbjörn.
Hello, everyone.
Finally, we could meet
Get a game
over the
in
board.
person.
Over the board. TTS is great for getting the people to know,
it's-
but this
you
is something
have
different.
friends all over the world with TTS, and then you get to see them in person on tournaments, and that's awesome.
It's great. Great tournament, I have to say. It's really nice. Kola does a great job in organizing it.
The lighting could be better.
Yeah,
We will
but
fix that for next year.
Nitpicking. But our game was Web Warriors against Convocation, of course.
Yes.
You had Amazing Spider-Man, Miles, Gwen, Black Cat, and Simo.
Simo on 17.
Yeah, playing Miles leadership.
Yes. On Extremist and Senators.
Senators, yes. I fielded Super Strange, Wong, Voodoo, Rhino, and Toad. And it was a battle from the very beginning. He put his Gwen in the middle, and she got to know how hard Strange can hit. She got 1 shot, and this was the decisive factor for the whole game, basically. Yeah. She lost an extract. I could pick up the extract even, etc. But let me know what you thought about the game. It was you had a turn where I don't know if you realized you lost 10 minutes on your clock. You were deep in the tank.
I know. I had to. So in that turn, I had 2 options. Like either I had to jump up ASM to all webbed up and try to kill everyone, or I could jump Miles to try and kill Voodoo. But that's either case there, the odds were incredibly bad because it was on the book's turn.
Yeah.
So all my physical attacks are very mediocre. But yeah, I do not want to play Senators. I do not want to play
Web Warriors for
Red
that
Warriors
matter.
when you one-shot Gwen on the first attack. That is...
Yeah, it would have been a completely different game.
Because then I would have been up 5-3, which is a huge difference.
I mean, my Rhino still can,
Yeah,
still can
5
do
to
something.
4.
5 to 4, and I get to chase you, and it's a completely different game.
Like
Convocation has the means, I think, has the mobility to chase, but of course it's a lottery then, and you're a good player, you will be able to defend your points. I scooped up all the objective tokens on the table, and I was able to defend my points.
Yep.
And it was over in round 3, which against webs is I give you some of your own medicine. Somehow I like this a little bit.
But yeah, it is.
It was a great game. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Very nice to see you.
Yes.
Good luck in Top Cut.
Yes, Top Cuts. Tomorrow there is a micro tournament for the first 8, the second 8, the third 8, and the last 4. So there will be 4 micro tournaments. And I'm honored to be able to play in the highest one. Let's see. Good. See you tomorrow. Maybe you will have now some images of the evening. Dinner in the brewing company. These are the nerds tables. Beer, burgers, everything you ever wish for. And day 2. Almost summer in Sweden, and you need a jacket in the morning. It's quite cool. two of our guys made it to Top Cut. There will be 3 tournaments. 2 with 8, Top Cut, and Middle Cut with 8, and the lower bracket with 10 people. And I think every bracket can still win something at this tournament. It's like 3 mini tournaments, which is great because you're not out immediately and have something to play for. It's going to be 3 games, all tough opponents, but all friendly. So looking forward to 3 cool games, and then we head back to Vienna after that. So yeah, let's see. So first game, my opponent is Jakob. We're playing Spider Foes and Convocation. Let's. It's Sunday morning. First game has been fought. Jakob here was my opponent with Spider Foes against my Convocation. Your team was. Can you mention?
Yeah, so I had Doc Ock, I had Lizard, I had Rhino, I had Spider Woman and Toad for this game. On the bench I had Logan, Mysterio, Craven, and the last guy, I don't remember who it is. Venom as well.
Venom. Yeah, Logan most probably not the best choice into Convocation, so it's good.
Not Mysterio either, I think, on this scenario that we played.
Yeah, we played Extremis and Hammers, so double D, and I brought the Sexy Strange, Wong, Toad, Voodoo, and he's the sexiest of Stranges, and Rhino. And it became very tough for me, a Convocation side, because I could score the 4-4. I had last activation, somehow porting a model away from a point. But then you went up, I think it was 8-7.
Yes.
And then I needed to do something. What do you think was the pivotal thing that decided it in my favor in the end?
Yeah, so I think that you did more damage than I anticipated to some models, and I felt pressurized to make a gamble, especially as we discussed with Spider-Woman, moving from my right point to your back point in my next to last activation. And then the round after that, I was thinking about if I wanted to activate Doctor Strange or Spider-Woman first. And Doc Ock, yeah. And I think I made the wrong choice there.
Yeah, but I mean, we discussed it. I made also a huge gamble because I put Voodoo and Strange on your right extremist point, my left extreme. It was a huge gamble because I wanted to daze some model, especially Doc Ock, because he has upward potential, especially with a hammer, with his flurry of arms. So I wanted to take him out. And what Jakob had to do was to sacrifice Ock, because he would die to a double Voodoo spender quite surely, I would say. And this is not something that you can easily do, to say, okay, my
I like
leader,
my doctor.
Yeah.
It's not sexy, but it's good.
Yeah, he's the unsexiest of doctors, let's say.
Yeah.
In the end, I could rob, I could possess, I could take the hammers. In the third round, I had the 5-3 lead, which meant that I was in the lead for 1 point. I had 3 hammers, and I only needed 4 points, which after Doc left for going home again, was very difficult for you to come back.
Yeah, I didn't really have the punch to get back, because I had Toad on my back point, I had Rhino on my far left point, and he was sort of out, and then I only had Lizard left on the right point, and he doesn't really do anything.
Yeah. So it was really a cool game.
Yeah, it was very
nice
fun.
chill game. And Spider Foes didn't play any of the new shit.
Nope.
Old school Spider Foes are still on top. So let's see who comes next.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
And
Take care. Good luck in the next game.
thank you. We go. So today is Sunday, second game on Sunday, Top Cuts. I played Seth from Poland.
Hello.
Hi. We had Convocation versus X-Force.
Yeah.
Can you tell me your X-Force squad that you brought?
The squad I brought was Cable, Ultron, Bishop, Deadpool, and Honey Badger.
Yeah. And I had Strange, Rhino, Toad, Mordo, Taskmaster. And what was your plan when you saw my team? What did you think could work against it?
Well, I was fairly confident or with the fact that I have lots of energy attacks, and I like tried to make the squad to have majority of energy attacks because I knew the books wouldn't work for that. And I feel like that helped quite a bit because I was basically attacking your weakest defense most of the time. I like X-Force because they project a lot of midline threat, right? And we played Scoundrels and Deadly Legacy, which is quite comfortable for X-Force because they can ignore the cover, right, once per turn, which is enough to give you an edge a lot of the times. And yeah, as soon as any of your guys went into the middle, I was comfortable with just counter-striking one way or another.
Yeah, and this is how it panned out. I could not give any game, unfortunately. I was just a spectator in this round. It was a 23-7 with a complete massacre of all the wizards and non-wizards and wannabe wizards.
Yeah, the animals, Toad and Rhino also got a bit wrecked.
Also Taskmaster. There were lots of things where it panned out exactly how you needed it. He stole both of my books, viruses, round one.
I managed to daze both,
cabled into Toad and Bishop Taskmaster, who took 3 damage and then did not save a size 2.
Size 3.
No, it was size 2.
Yeah.
I did not brace because I thought if I have 1, then I'm fine. The issue was that there was so much terrain around, and we had a cable, and we had a bishop, and we had an ultron. I could not burn brace for a.
They like to throw shit.
Yes.
But
But that was the game. I was on the back foot. 5-3.
Yeah, this first round set me up for a comfortable game because I was 5-3.
Yeah.
That means you have to chase, right? And X-Force is comfortable with people chasing them because they just run into their guns.
Yeah.
So that's good for them.
And at some point, I was behind 6-11, I think, after the second round. And he kept killing my stuff, and I had one tiny out. It was assembling the virus, because my Rhino stole it from Ultron. And then I needed today's Bishop and Cable.
And Bishop was already like...
Yeah, he had only two damage. Mordo tried to prepare... so it was the big master plan to KO my own guys even. And then we have the Schmidt special, I call it. The drones took the last damage off of...
it was a piece of nice cute synergy, because Bishop Spendered dealt you some damage and killed the drones with that one.
I was like, yes, he lives on 1, I can do my steal attempt. And then not even that. The game today for me was like, nope.
But even that, I had an out, because I could still throw Rhino. And that would be like an extra point of damage just in case. So I was pretty comfortable.
No, you didn't have any power. You were you were very low.
First attack, I dealt you like 3 damage, I think, which put me to 8 power on Bishop. And I spent 5.
Well, then it doesn't
exactly.
matter.
That's why I didn't.
All my dreams are shattered. I'm again in the beer bracket, but yeah. I hope next time I can give you a game. That is worth playing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
And good luck. You need to win it now. You know.
I hope so. Yeah.
So.
Hard.
Thank you.
See you around. Thanks.
So, last game of the event, last round. We have a rematch with Mr. Torbjörn. He's crying. I broke him, and it's gonna be amazing. We picked 17, his favorite number. He's going to play Webs, his favorite affiliation.
Screw you!
And I think he will not play for a long time after this game. Let's see. Last game done.
Last game of the day done.
And we had a rematch.
Way, I'm back, people.
He's back. He gets to play more. I thought he would retire after our game, but he beat me very clearly with whopping 18-17.
Yeah, such a huge margin, 18-17, like so easy.
It was on Scoundrels, Scoundrels Riots and Skrulls.
Yeah. And
it was really tight game, and every era could have been the last one, so to speak. And you had. It was basically a mirror match from the other game. I had Strange, Voodoo, Rhino, Toad, Wong. And he had Super Spidey, Small Spidey, Miles, Gwen, who does not like to live, Black Cat, and Zemo. And how it turned out,
The only change was this time I took in I'm a Baron after all instead
Yeah.
of fallback, which I don't know if that was a good choice or not, but it's
one
It's
is more
fine.
offensive, the other one is more defensive. So I got hooked to fallback over my time.
fallback is great.
It bails you out so often. There is not much to say because it was really like a chess game, which happened on one side of the board after he evacuated one.
I had models on all 4 points.
Yeah, because you ran away with Gwen because you knew that once I look at her, she will fall over. I dazed her again with a one shot, like in the first game. So it was quite good.
At least it happened turn 5 this time instead of turn 1.
Yeah, it gave me a little breather, but I couldn't come back. Maybe I could have played something differently. It's like with the voodoo activation. What's your? So I tried to go off a point, try to get 2 power off of Zemo to possess him. So he drops a token, and then we would tie, and we would go in the next round.
No, then you would win.
Or then I would win.
Because then I scored 2 and you score 5.
And the safe option would be I go just on the point and sit, and we go to
Equal
round 7 or round 6. But we play another round, and I was greedy. I wanted
You
to win.
weren't greedy, you were smart. Like the next turn 3 spiders stand up with all their power, all webbed up.
Yes.
You'll have books up, but like
I changed the leadership.
Change the
And
leadership.
reroll against Miles. I think I didn't have to reroll because everything was a hit. But yeah, it was a great game. Thanks again. We
Thank
see
you.
each other soon.
Yeah.
And he agreed to come on my show, Tactical Tuesday. So you
So I
might
look
hear
forward to seeing.
his sexy voice soon again.
Bye people.
From Group 1, we have our champion of the event. The champion of the Multiverse of Malmö Olympic Swedish Win. May I present to you Seth? And your pick from the prize list. Second place, we have Bjorn Nilsson. You are the contender of the Multiverse of Malmö. There's supposed. Wait, before we drop, we actually have the results of the painting competition as well. So from the painting competition, not everyone answered. I will say, even if the ones who didn't answer, it won't make a change for the results. Even if everyone votes for someone else. So, Marcus Eriksson. You might take from the prize. This was a multiversal event. Like the timelines, they branch. So from the first alternate timeline, we have a variant champion, and that's Jakob Lodstedt. You are a variant champion. Erik, who came second, things just happened a bit differently. Maybe we would have another variant champion. So, you also. And another alternate timeline. T, the collector, was the winner. In the same car, arriving from the West Coast, was Jakob, so please come up. Maybe they were the ones who won, so Torvald, please come up. We're going to do some raffling among the people who are still here, which should be everyone. I am grabbing someone else. Eusebio? Wait.
Adepticon cards?
Yes. Adepticon cards.
Nice, thank you.
Let's keep on rolling. This officially concludes the Multiverse of Malmö Volume 2. I really hope you come here next year. I've already been in talks with Kenny about hosting one right after New Year's. So at the start, tell your friends that didn't show up here how awesome it was, so that they will also show up. And thank you all for coming. Thank you.
Bye-bye. So guys, it's pretty windy, so I don't know how the sound quality will be. But just we are on the way home. Behind me is a very nice church in the city of Malmö. And thanks to everybody who made this weekend so special. Of course, Anders, who did a great job organizing everything, but all my opponents on the way made it a really nice weekend. And we will definitely be back. And I hope that everybody else will be back. The amount of seagulls here is incredible. I just made a dodge roll, and I successfully dodged the shit. but yeah. Thank you very much for everything, Anders, and also Hagi, of course, and see you hopefully soon and latest in October. See ya. Bye bye. Now comes a montage of going home. Kopenhagen Lufthavn. I didn't have enough beer the whole weekend, so I have to drink one more, and I think this one is the most expensive one, but okay, once in a lifetime. I'm here with Erich. Hello.
Friends. Hello, my
and
friend.
with Stefan. Stefan, your opinions and impressions from the tournament.
Yeah, it was very good.
Okay.
Quite fun. Yeah, it was impressions. Yeah, the European meta, the Scandinavian meta, very nice players, very good players.
Very tough players in the sense of skilled players.
Yes.
There was not one easy game the whole weekend. Erich.
Yes, the same. Also, the first game against the number one was relatively easy. I won 19-4, so this was not really the challenge for me. But it was all the people are fantastic, nice, chilly, good beer, good location. We come surely again next year. I think this is clear for us.
And if you
Mario
don't-
was our number one, to be honest. Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
For everybody who doesn't know Erich, that's sarcasm all the way.
No, of course not. Of course not.
Good. Anything you want to say to the organizers?
You did a great job. Anders and Hagi, very good. Yeah. Yes. We'll like to come again, for sure.
Erich?
You and I miss Torbjörn, and I hope we see you soon. I miss you, baby.